Morning, it's Barbara. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, and it's 76 degrees. I'm gonna be too hot in my sweater. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It's a stunningly beautiful day out here. Warm, as you saw. This is my garden gate by Jennifer Steingass that Megan made me for Christmas a couple years ago. Isn't it beautiful? And I usually have to wear it with a turtleneck or something because it's short sleeve, but I don't today. Although I might have to take it off because it'll be too warm, because it's not even 10 o'clock and it's already 76 degrees. We've got a little bit of a breeze, which is good, because without a breeze it's going to get really hot out here. I have started to get a little sun. I've been getting a little sun out here, getting a little color. Little sunburn on my shoulder. Just this one shoulder, because I normally sit across the table from here looking out, and then that's west. That's west, so this side gets the sun. But I am trying to get sun, natural sun from natural vitamin D from the sun, so I'm not sad about that. I think it's good for me, but anyway, it's really nice out here, and I expect to spend quite a bit of time out here today, as I, want to do. I did what I said I was going to do. I went to the mill park, and I actually recorded a little bit there, not too much, but I'll put that at the end. And I did a quick sketch, and I took a lot of pictures. But I was in the sun, and I didn't bring my water. I'm not used to going out and being prepared. So I didn't stay nearly as long as I might have. And there, I was sitting on the end of a picnic bench so I could get a good view. Luckily, there was a picnic bench. Last time I was there, I was sitting on a rock, so. But it was nice to be out. Oh, excuse me. Whew. It was nice to be out and about. And I took a quick trip to the Goodwill and found a pair of pants and a couple shirts for the summertime. That will come in very handy. And yeah, so it was nice. It was nice to get out. And I started to try to ink in my sketch a little bit, and really, yesterday when we were sitting around, I was waiting for Aura to walk around. She has to walk around periodically. But the sun was right in my eyes from the little window across from me, and so I put it down, and I never picked it back up again because we were talking, and I ended up going to bed early last night because I hadn't slept the night before. Thank you for your good wishes. And I went to bed early, and I fell asleep, which reminds me, I have to do my Wordle because I didn't do it last night because I was sleeping. So I slept really well last night, and long-ish. Long. And so that's good. So I went to bed early. So there wasn't a lot of time. But I'm going to bring my stuff out here today and work on my sketch. And yeah, it was very nice. It was good to get out. My daughter's a very smart woman. She really is. You need to do this. And I also did the calculation for, figured out which size I'm making on Isabel's sweater. I did not cast it on, but I did figure out what size I was making. My swatch was, I hadn't even measured my swatch when I showed it to you. My swatch was 22 stitches by 30 rows for my 4-inch square. And the gauge on the sweater is 20 stitches and 30 rows for a 4-inch square. Now, I have the rows right, which is really interesting to me. I'll see if that'll be useful to me or not. But I did that swatch in sport weight yarn, and the pattern calls for worsted. So sport weight is significantly smaller than worsted. I mean, DK is in between sport and worsted. But anyway, I like the fabric of it. That was with the size 7 needle. That was Valerie's recommendation, which I took. And it made a nice fabric, and yeah. And that Brava yarn, you know, the stitch definition was really nice. You know, it's a nice yarn. I had bought Brava worsted to make hats, you know, charity hats, because it's easy care. It's acrylic, but it's a really lovely feeling yarn. I wonder if I should knit my mother a sweater with it, because then she doesn't have to worry about putting it. She can put it in the wash, you know, because they do her laundry where she lives, you know. I'm gonna give her a couple sweaters and tell Daddy, you cannot put these in the hamper, you know, I'll wash them when I come. I'll just come prepared to wash the sweaters and lay them out flat on their floor, and that'll be good. But anyway, Brava's nice. So I did the calculation, figured out the size that I'm gonna make her. I'm making her the size that's gonna fit me, to be frank. She, you know, well, maybe a bit smaller than me, but she's wearing her mother's sweatshirts. That's what she wants. She wants oversized, you know, like drowning in. She wants. I measured when I talked with her about it, she had on a shirt, a light shirt, but it had a hood. She wears a hood all the time. She loves a hood. And I measured that shirt, and she said, yeah, I want it this big. I mean, and it was, you know, a 37-inch circumference around that shirt. So, and she's 9. She's tiny. So anyway, that's what she's getting. That's what she's getting. And she'll be able to wear it forever. She'll be able to wear that when she's a grandmother. So that's not a bad thing. Now we need to figure out a university that has burgundy and gold as their colors, and that's where she should go. Then she'll be all set. Anyway, assuming of course I make it. I'm gonna make it. That was a joke. In fact, it seems to me if I tell you I'm doing this is what I'm doing, and I'm promising you I'm doing this, and then I did it. Both things I promised, and I did them. I promise you that I'm going to cast on Isabel's sweater today. There you go. I'm not making any promises how much I'm going to knit, but I will cast on, now that I have the size, I will cast on Isabel's sweater. I'm going to have to look and see if I think I have enough yarn. I bet I do. I bet I do. But I have to check, because I can always order more, because it's Knit Picks Brava. All right. So anyway, today's beautiful. Dennis is going to do a little mowing back here. Lots of big patches that are growing fast. So I may help him and pick up some sticks and do some, you know, be a little bit helpful. Maybe go to the store. I know he doesn't want to go to the store. So if he's mowing and picking sticks, I'll go to the store. I can't, you know, my arm is still bugging me a little bit. It hasn't been as bad. I feel like it's getting better. I looked up tendinitis on the internet, you know, Dr. Google, and basically it's like ibuprofen and quit using it. That's the cure for tendinitis. And, you know, if it gets really bad or blah, 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 then, you know, see your doctor. But tendinitis isn't go see your doctor. You have tendinitis, they're going to fix you. No, they're going to tell you take ibuprofen and quit using your damn arm. So I've been not using my arm as much as I can. And it feels like it's getting better. I was having problems, you know, part of my problem sleeping was that my arm would hurt and I would wake up because I have to lay on that side. But it hasn't been hurting me as much in bed lately. But I've been very good about taking ibuprofen right before I go to bed. So I've been more diligent about the ibuprofen. Hold on, I gotta see if that's I think that's a honeybee. Yay! Oh, keeping our eye out for pollinators. Dennis's peach tree is in full bloom. We need pollinators. We need pollinators all over that baby. And one of his apple trees looks like it's soon going to have flowers. So we want lots of pollinators around. They have beehives at the park that I was at yesterday. I'll show you that, but you'll see that in the video. Okay, well, I'm rambling. So I will cast on Isabel's sweater today. That's my promise to you. Everything else is gravy. And I think I'll probably end up going to the grocery store because I don't want to pick sticks. If I go to the grocery store, I don't have to pick sticks. Because then I will be doing my fair share. And Dennis doesn't want to go to the grocery store either. So, yeah, I guess that's the plan. All right, kids, I'm going to show you a little bit of my park, and that'll be it for me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're taking really good care of yourselves. Please be careful. Please stay safe and stay sane. So here I am, Bondsville Mill Historic Park and Nature Trails in my township. Here is apparently a butterfly garden. Not yet blue. Some are blue. Look. It says they don't want dogs in the butterfly garden, but dogs are welcome in this park. So we should bring our dogs at some point. But this is what I came to sketch. See what I can see. They've done a lot of work since I was here before, but they aren't finished yet. Clearly, they're still working on stuff. So I will proceed. Little girl just ran. Oh, there's people picnicking. That's nice. Dogs must be leashed, but dogs are welcome. So we have a pretty little, this is a mill, an old mill. So they have a mill, they have the stream. Yeah, I'm going to stop filming and start taking pictures. Looks like they have plans for like a formal garden here. Planted a few plants, some pathways that are gravel. That'll be interesting. This is still a construction site, so. I love this old stone. There's a lot of old stone like this in my county. Chester County was a very rocky county, and they cultivated it. So there are stone walls and stone buildings everywhere. So they've made nature trails. I'm heading up to these picnic tables. I think I'll be able to sit there and get a good view. So up there are what they call the North Nature Trails. You can go up and around. The South Nature Trail was down this road here. So, but I'm gonna go see what I can do with these buildings. And maybe some plants too. I did a quick sketch. It's actually quite hot out here, and I forgot to bring water, so not very foresightful of me, but I just wanted to show you here. The sign says, "Caution, honeybees at work, do not disturb," so they have some beehives. And then back behind that green bush, they have, I don't know, I can't really see my screen very well, so you might not be able to see. Oh, that's the honeybees. They have bird feeders back there, and so that's the bird watching section. So apparently they're feeding the birds. So they're getting ready to have some really lovely things going on here once the flowers start blooming and everything. So it's going to be lovely. And there are people here. There's a woman with her toddler barely walking, going up the trail. There was a family having a picnic. So, I mean, it's certainly not crowded in the least, but here you go. So I got out. I didn't stay as long as I had thought I would, but I did take pictures, and I intend to go home and finish my sketches. But I might go to the Goodwill and get myself some clothes that fit me. We'll see what I do. Ciao.
So this mill is out in the country, has always been out in the country, but across the street are this row of homes, one of which still has the stone showing. Most of them are stuccoed over now, but these undoubtedly were homes of the workers, people who lived in the mill. People still live in them now. In fact, somebody just coming home.